ever stopped and thought about the way you view salvation? Have you ever taken time to hear your lame explanation before you speak another word? Well, it's time for a revelation. You better get yourself prepared. You're on a downward destination. Well, a lie is just the truth made to fit the crime. Theft is merely borrowing without giving back a dime. Wanting what your neighbor has, it's a wishful dream. Thinking that your life is right, you haven't learned a single thing. Well, you're in deep, my friend. Can you feel the heat, my friend? Well, the flames of hell are licking at your heels. It'll get hot, my friend, way beyond belief, my friend. Have you been burned? Then you might know how it feels. Within your soul, you know God has expectations. He has sent his only son to help you see the implications. Now you have a second chance. Give an invitation. He can change your heart and stop the incarceration. Well, a lie is just the truth made to fit the crime. Theft is merely borrowing without giving back a dime. Wanting what your neighbor has is a wishful dream. Thinking that your life is right, you haven't learned a single thing. Well, you're in deep, my friend. Can you feel the heat, my friend? Well, the flames of hell are licking at your heels. It'll get hot, my friend, way beyond belief, my friend. Have you been burned? Then you might know how it feels. Well, you're in deep, my friend. Can you feel the heat, my friend? Well, the flames of hell are licking at your heels. It'll get hot, my friend, way beyond belief, my friend. Have you been burned? Then you know just how it feels. Yeah. Have you ever stopped and thought about the way you view salvation?
Sweet. What's up, everybody? Good evening for those of you paying attention live. This is the ClasslessChat podcast. Normally, this would be with Drew and Pat, or Drew and Anthony. Oh, Anthony. But it's just Drew tonight. So, you know, it's all good. I know. Nobody likes it when it's just Drew. No, I'm just kidding. It's still fun. The best part about this, you know, I kind of like when I kind of like when I have the podcast and it's just me. It's really weird. It's a love-hate relationship for me because my type of humor and my type of comedy is situational. And so I have to have someone there to communicate with to make it work. So it's a little difficult for me to just have a regular one-person podcast and have it be, at least in my mind, have it be as funny. So that gives us a different opportunity here, and I really like it. It actually allows for you, the listeners, to really jump in on the game and control more and more about what we do here on the podcast and control the entertainment, control the show, which is great. We love that. We actually do surveys every now and then on the Patreon account. We're going to start doing more of those. We want to have our supporters control more and more of the show. We want to make it more what you're looking for and less what we're just trying to put out there. Well, we're not trying to sell out at this one. We're not trying to completely sell out. No, the comedy's going to stay the same. We're going to go the same basic direction. We're going to do things the same way. But we want to give you guys the opportunity to let us know and give us some feedback as to what sort of things you're looking for. And so if we have an idea and say, hey, maybe we'll do this, maybe we'll do that, it gives us a chance to, try something out and put some feelers out before we take a direction. Kind of like those old stories. You remember the books when you read a book and it was choose your own story. What happens next? Does the guy turn right and fall off a cliff, or does he turn left and live? So we want to give you guys that opportunity. So it's kind of cool. I'm going to enjoy this show. Why? Because it's what I do. I just enjoy these things. I think they're fun. So yeah, we're gonna have a good time tonight. I wouldn't be too worried about it, but I think it'll be even more entertaining and more fun if we get some more people and get people in on the live chat. So I know I've been sharing it. Got it shared up on Facebook. You know what? Here, give me a second. Maybe I'll do some sharing on the Twitter as well. Join, not John, swipe, thank you. Join the show and shape, maybe, shape the laughs. My phone is not working. There we go. Space live now. Tweet. All right. So, I've shared it on Twitter, shared it on Facebook. So, you know what? We'll get some people on here. It'll be a good time, and a good time will be had by all. Man, I am excited about this show. This is one of those shows that I really wish Antony was here, because there's been some stuff happening in the news that he would be all over. I'm not a big sports person. He kind of is. And I know he's been all over this because we're friends. We're friends on Facebook. And he's been not only has Anthony been tweeting me things, he's been, what's going on with this? There we go. Not only has he been tweeting me things about this, and he's been texting me stuff and putting it on Facebook and texting things to me and texting me different parts of the conversation. So it's a lot of fun. And yeah, he would have a blast with this. So hopefully Antony will maybe watch the show and communicate with us through the chat system on YouTube. So yeah, we'd stream this for those. Well, this is the pre-show. This isn't even gonna ever get on there. I'll talk about it here on the show. So you know what? Grab your butts, everybody. It's time to start this thing. Let's get this going. Oh, let me. All my stuff's dying because I'm. Oh, that was cool. Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. It's on my Kindle Fire, and it had a cool advertisement. So, what do you do? All right. Here we go. On this episode of Classless Chat, Robert Lee. Oh, wait. Pro Tools errored instantly. Oh, you know why? It helps if we arm the tracks. Okay. On this episode of Classless Chat, Robert Lee pulled from Virginia game. McDonald's charges for nothing. Movie is Ip Man 2. Farries on the road, and Trumpectasy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what you are about to hear is the future of entertainment. May I present to you Classless Chat with your hosts, Drew and Pat.
Yes, Jim Fu is on. Woohoo!
Welcome all to Patio O'Malley's Patio Furniture Emporium and Pub, where you'll enjoy the comfort of fine, handcrafted patio furniture and a fine handcrafted pint. No blarney here. You can see the quality of our outdoor furnishings. Our lounge chairs are stout, and so is the ale.
The ale.
This week, when you buy a new patio swing, we'll help you swing even more when we throw in a keg of our finest brew. That's right, at Patio O'Malley's, only the finest patio furniture will do. No potatoes here. That's right, no potato. Take a swing at our leprechaun pinata. One smack with Patty Shillelagh and win 50% off your purchase. You'll find us downtown Boise. Call 208-555-5555. That's right, Patio O'Malley's Patio Furniture Emporium and Pub. You'll find the luck here today. No leprechauns were hurt in the making of this commercial.
All right, I'm an idiot. Sir, anybody who knows me, Jim, don't comment on that. Jim Foo's on, chatting up. This is good. This is the Classless Chat podcast, normally with Drew and Pat, or as of recently, it's been more Drew and Anthony. But you know what? Neither of them are able to come in today. Pat is still recovering. He's still in extreme amounts of pain and is seeing a pain specialist tomorrow. So please keep Pat in your prayers. Hashtag pray for Pat. Obviously, we're going to continue with the hashtag pray for Pat because it needs to happen. So Pat cannot be here. Anthony is, oh man, just his wife is doing some extra real estate education or re-education. I'm not exactly sure what it is tonight, but she's got some real estate stuff going on today and tonight. So he is at home. Man, Pro Tools just locked up again. Hang on a second, people. I think we're gonna start this all over again, but let me see if I can re-clear some of this stuff and find out what's going on. Why? Oh, what is going on there? That is, that's picking up. Weird. My voice is going through, that channel, and it should not be picking that up at all. Huh. Okay. Well, this is really weird, but that's all right. We'll figure this out. Let me, Pro Tools. Anybody who uses it knows Pro Tools. It's gonna have some problems here and there, and Pro Tools. Get used to it. Problems. It's all about the Pro Tools. Do. All right, well, let's try it again. See if we have a little bit more luck this time. Sorry, everybody. Those of you on the YouTube, you get to hear this again. Woohoo! Oh, Jim says he's having internet problems. He might be in and out, so this will be fun. It's all good. It's all good, Jim. Nobody else made it either. It's okay. All right, let's take this to the beginning. Here we go. On this episode of Classless Chat, Robert Lee pulled from Virginia game. McDonald's charges for nothing. Farries on the road. And, of course, Trumpectasy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what you are about to hear is the future of entertainment. May I present to you Classless Chat with your hosts, Drew and Pat.
Welcome all to Patio O'Malley's Patio Furniture Emporium and Pub, where you'll enjoy the comfort of fine, handcrafted patio furniture and a fine handcrafted pint. No blarney here. You can see the quality of our outdoor furnishings. Our lounge chairs are stout, and so is the ale. This week, when you buy a new patio swing, we'll help you swing even more when we throw in a keg of our finest brew. That's right, at Patio O'Malley's, only the finest patio furniture will do. No potatoes here. That's right, no potato. take a swing at our leprechaun pinata. One smack with Patty's shillelagh and win 50% off your purchase. You'll find us downtown Boise. Call 208-555-5555. That's right, Patty O'Malley's Patio Furniture, Emporium and Pub. You'll find the luck here today. No leprechauns were hurt in the making of this commercial.
Yeah, no leprechauns hurt in the making of that commercial. That's a Pat special, and if you watch the YouTube, well, unfortunately, we've had some Pro Tools problems, which is the audio suite that we use to record this fine program, and we've had some glitches, so that's like the second time that we've started the program. It's all right. It aired out really early, but still, it's just kind of a bummer. But that is a Pat thing. And if you listen to the YouTube channel, what I was trying to say is at the very beginning of the show, we do a pre-show just for our YouTube subscribers and people who are watching this both live and later on YouTube. And we started with a little bit of music. So instead of having an awkward, I don't know if it's actually started streaming yet or not situation, which you get sometimes, we just play some music that we've played on the show before. And today we were playing Downward Destination. That's also a Pat original. And again, this is Classless Chat with Drew and Pat. Unfortunately, Pat is still out recovering. Oh, poor guy. Oh, the poor guy. He is so poor. That poor man. Woo-wee. Yeah, he's supposed to go see a pain specialist tomorrow. So please be praying for Pat. Continuing the hashtag pray for Pat there. It's been a lot longer and a lot worse recovery than they expected. Again, he went back to work and had to get back off of work. It's been a nasty situation for him. So please continue to have him in your prayers and your thoughts, and we'd really appreciate that. And as of recently, especially, it's been kind of the Drew and Anthony show, and Anthony is out as well. So what do? We do the Drew. That's all we got. The show is recorded in my studio, so I get to do it. Ha, 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 ha. It just is what it is. It's all good. But no, Anthony's wife is doing some, I don't know if it's re-education or continuing education. It's some kind of education for the real estate work that she does on top of the engineering work that she does for their fire sprinkler company. I think my tablet just died. Seriously? It was fully charged. Holy cow, this is yeah, I did. It died. It's been a fun technical difficulty show so far, and that's all right. It's still going to be a lot of fun. But like I was saying on the pre-show, again, that pre-show is on YouTube only, so those of you listening to the audio version later, you won't know the pre-show, and we do talk about things on the pre-show that do not make it to the show, so that's really content that you're only going to get there. But one of the things that we love to do, and that those of you listening to the pre-show got a little bit of a taste of, one of the things we love to do with the show and that we're looking to do more is we like to have feedback and interaction with our listeners, with the people who are supporting us and people who are just listening to the show and enjoying it and joining us on the show. But you know what? That has to happen live. And so how does that work? Well, it works live. You get on the YouTube when it's happening, and we send out share things as soon as it starts. It's the live feed. We share it on Facebook. We share it on Twitter. We also talk to people on Patreon. We do things through our Patreon that we don't do on Facebook and YouTube or Twitter, and we ask for other things to help shape the show there. But the nice thing about the YouTube piece that I like a lot is you shape the show as the show happens. You're commenting in as the show is going live. You get to make comments. You get to ask us things. We change what we're doing. And one of the main questions that we get asked a lot on this show from people who listen to the show is, how did you script that? How do you script your show out that you handle these sorts of things on the fly? And the answer to that is very, very simple. We don't. We're this stupid in real life. It's just how we are. Let's see here. What's Jim Fu is who's on a lot. He's a regular on the show, so he watches. We love it. Love you, Jim. What is he saying? He's having internet problems. Thinks he's fixed it, but he might be on and off. But you just triggered a LEP and caused PTSD, so you no longer say no one was hurt. That's very true. I'm sure, the Battle of the Leprechauns. I'm sure somebody got hurt. So But that's the great thing is you get to comment in through the YouTube live system, which is great. You get to see my ugly mug and Aunt Honey and Pat, who are both better looking than I. You get to watch us on there and then interact with us. You get to comment, you get to ask questions, you get to do whatever and change the direction of the show. I'm sure if you've listened to this for a while, especially once we started doing the live feed, you've noticed that. We'll have people commenting in and we respond. There's a delay, which adds to the entertainment value as far as I'm concerned. And you get to see that I'm not just playing sound effect files when I'm drinking like that. It's actually me drinking a cup of coffee at 8:45 at night. Again, how I roll. So this week, it's kind of cool. There's been some really interesting things happening on the news. So I really wish Anthony was here. He'd be all over this. But that's all right. You know, it's all good. We do what we do. So we're going to just continue on and go without him for this week. Hopefully next week, either Anthony or Pat will be back and we'll be good to go. But until then, you've got me. Mwah. Mwah. And we're going to have a good time. Everybody have a good time. Good time. All right. So this week has been interesting, not only for the news, but just life in general. This has been an interesting week. Schools are starting back up. My kids started school last week, which was actually pretty nice. At least for me, it was really, really nice. I could get back to work. School started up, which was great. The kids are having, for the most part, the kids are having a good time. They're liking their teachers. They're back in school, back to their friends. It's been good. We just passed the 3-year marker. So our kids have been at the dojo for 2 full years and are starting their 3rd year at the dojo. So 3 years starting on the 3rd year, I should say. 2 full years of Kung Fu training for these 2, which has been fantastic. It's been great. Got their new gis. I don't know if they're a different material or what, but they're blue gis. So this dojo, you can tell how long a student's been studying there by the color of their gi. 1st years are black, 2nd years are red, 3rd years are blue, 4th years are black and silver. Jim can let me know, but I don't think there's a 5th year on. I think it's just black and silver, and that's kind of the top end. Okay, so they're blue. Let's put it this way. We ordered them because they're both the size of the gis they're wearing right now fit them absolutely perfectly. But they're 7 and 9 and growing like weeds. So we had to order, no different color, I don't know how to read what you write, Jim. Love you, but what? So anyway, they're blue. Their current gis fit them absolutely perfectly. We don't have to roll them up or anything like that. They just fit, but they're growing so fast that I'm afraid that if I didn't order the next size up, just a single size up, they wouldn't fit them in 3 months. So I ordered the next size up. Well, with them being blue, let's just put it this way. A certain quote from a movie came to mind. Violet, you're turning violet. They're huge. They are dang huge, man. They are so big that it is absolutely insane. I mean, they came out. Josh tried his on, and he comes out, and I mean, it's like 6 inches rolling on the floor. It's going way past his hands. I'm like, that's okay. I'm used to having to roll these. He's got a year to grow into it. No big deal. I'm rolling him up, but no, I mean, like the gi top is going down to his knees, and it looks like he could gain 30 or 40 pounds inside of this thing. It's like, no, that's not going to work. Gabby, you go try this one on. Girl, it's the same size as what she's wearing now, and it fits her, again, perfectly. Perfectly. So there's no room for her to grow. Then she goes and tries on the next one, which is the one that, I ordered for her, and it's the same thing. It looks like, I mean, seriously, the gi top goes down to her knees or slightly past her knees, and she could easily, again, add 30, 40 pounds into it before she filled the thing out. I thought it was hilarious. So, Jim, you're saying Lori can fix them. I mean, I'm sure she could hem them, but I mean, like, the whole thing, like, they are just way too big, man. I don't know. Do you think we need to get a hold of Sarah or something and see about maybe giving Gabby the one Josh ordered? Because, I mean, obviously that fits right now. Or what? I don't know. Talk to me later about that, and let's see what we can do, because they should be moving up in the geese. They've been there. They've earned the gi, and we paid for the geese, but they gotta kind of fit ish at least. I don't know. Let's figure it out. Anyway, we had that go on. Business has been busy. Oh man, school started again. Regular school. So my kids go to charter school, so they went earlier. Regular school just started up this week for everybody, and so that's been interesting. So we haven't had a Storybook Corner story for a while, and that is primarily because school's been out, and so people are on vacation, things are going on. So now that school's starting back up again, hopefully we can start getting some stories written by grade schoolers for us to have to entertain us. That would be splendid. That would be absolutely splendid. I could really enjoy that. Splendid. All right, so that would be splendid. And also, hopefully, we'll start getting some more music files. Bands are out doing... It's summer. Bands have been out doing festivals. That's just the nature of music. So hopefully we'll get some more of that going. And things getting a little bit more back to normal. Hopefully we'll get Geoff, back on here doing some more Craft from Set. Having some questions answered about our favorite TV shows and behind-the-scenes stuff that happened in Hollywood. That'd be great. What else is going on? Business has been really booming. My business has picked up a lot. I had people asking for some video work. So I've been doing some more video work and video editing, which, while is not the top of my list of things that I do, it is something I do. You know, I've worked enough with my brother on film projects. Really, realistically, I have not worked enough with my brother on film projects. But for the type of things that these kinds of clients down here are looking for, it's more than enough. I'm more prepared and more I'm able to do better work than most of the budget people, and I can price myself to where I'm not at the point of like a lot of the big companies where they're priced way out of the market, essentially, unless you're looking to have, you know, a super big production piece. It doesn't make sense to pay those prices, and that's what I'm hearing from everybody. So I'm starting to do some more video work, which is cool. I'm working on a webinar series for a power sports consultant firm, and that's actually becoming, it's turning into something really cool. So I'm enjoying that. Again, a bit of work, but it's good. Got more audiobooks starting to come in. In fact, I've got another author coming in starting in September. So we've got some fun things happen down at the studio. So it's good. On top of course, your favorite and my favorite, ClasslessChat. It's all good. What if I write one, it would be the same? Huh? Okay. If somebody can hop on YouTube here and, like, I don't know, translate some of this, that would be great. Because, Jim, I don't know what you're writing. Tell me this is voice to text. Tell me that is voice to text. I can't tell what's going on here. I don't know. But you know what? It's been good. Yeah, business is good. Life is moving along. Life's moving along just fine. So we're going and we're moving. In some ways, it's moving really, really good. Some ways, no, in most ways, it's moving really good. I'll stick with that. Most ways, things are moving really, really good. So, you know what? Let's get started. Let's get this thing moving on. Why don't we?
Here comes the stupid. News starts now.
Oh, I get it. Okay, so Jim was saying, what if I write one? Would it be the same as a kid's story? Okay, see, Jim, there's a lag. There's I don't know if it's a 30-second or, you know, maybe, I don't think it's quite a minute, but there's there's a 15 to 30 second lag in here, so I wasn't sure what you were saying about writing one. Jim's wanting to write a kid story. Oh, that would actually be kind of funny. I could poke fun at you, but I think I'm going to pass. All right, let's move on to the news here. Robert Lee pulled from Virginia game. This right here is the story I wish Antony was here for, because this is right up his alley. In fact, he's been sending me stuff about this. Or like, I actually saw the news article on this, and I'm laughing hysterically. I'm like, I'm sure Anthony sees this, and he starts sending me random pictures of like Facebook feeds that he's commenting in, and I'm laughing at it, and I finally like, I should verify this, and so I asked him. I was like, I'm guessing this is from the Robert Lee thing, and he's like, yep, that's exactly what it's from. So we're good. We're on the same page. And ESPN. How I long for ESPN 8, the Ocho. Yeah, I mean, ESPN is doing a lot of stuff right now to where they are just ticking a lot of people off. And I'm not sure if it's a strategic marketing thing for them, or if they're just so concerned about ticking people off that they're trying so hard not to, and it's causing problems. But anyway, let's just go with this. ESPN pulls announcer Robert Lee from Virginia game because of his name. ESPN has removed an announcer from its broadcast of the University of Virginia's first football game next month because he has the same name as a Confederate general, memorialized in statues that are being taken down across the country. I'm going to hold the tablet up here, and I'm going to see if people can see this. Okay, he's the one on the right of the screen here. I'm not sure if you can tell. I didn't do some digging, so I'm not exactly sure what his nationality is. I don't watch ESPN, so I can't quote on this either. I'm sure he's American, but he's Asian. Lee is a very common last name. And so I don't know how that works. I mean, he could scream racism. I haven't seen that he is, but I'm sure he could. The network announced late Tuesday that the announcer Robert Lee, a part-time employee who calls about a dozen college football and basketball games a year for ESPN, would no longer participate in the broadcast of the September 2nd game in Charlottesville, Virginia, which became the center of violent clashes this month during a white supremacist gathering. Jim, today they cover Robert Lee and Stonewall Jackson monuments with a black tarp. Ugh. So white nationalists and neo-Nazis flooded into Charlottesville, marching through the University of Virginia campus with torches to protest the city's plan to remove a statue of the Confederacy's top general, Robert E. Lee. After the violence in Charlottesville, which left one person dead, which is really sad. I can't believe things are getting like this. It's just, are we back in the 50s? And not even the 50s. Are we back in the 60s, early 70s? I mean, what is going on here? Yeah. ESPN executives and Mr. Lee decided that for his safety at least, it would be best to have him work on a different game that Saturday. A network spokesman said, quote, "We collectively made the decision with Robert to switch games as the tragic events in Charlottesville were unfolding, simply because of the coincidence of his name." ESPN said in the statement, quote, in that moment, it felt right to all parties. It's a shame that this is even a topic of conversation, and we regret that who calls play-by-play for a football game has become an issue. No kidding. Don't we all? Mr. Lee did not return a call seeking a comment. Ugh. You know, what is going on here? And then they're in this article. This is on New York Times. This is a New York Times article. They're showing some they're showing some tweets that have come out about this. Eric Smith says, if this society can't tell the difference from, quote, Robert E. Lee from 150 plus years ago to an Asian sportscaster, quote, Robert Lee, we are in trouble. General Lee apparently has a Twitter account, says at ESPN, if an athlete's name is Robert Lee, are you going to not show their game? Oh, man. It's a sad day. It's a sad day. And the sad thing is, like, I could joke about it and poke a lot of fun at it, but really, I think I'm more disgusted than laughing at this. What has our society come to that you can't even share a name with somebody? And you can't share a name with them. You can't share a name, and all of a sudden you're a horrible person. This reminds me of Office Space with Michael Bolton. Are you related to that Michael Bolton? No. So, I mean, it's really sad. Things have turned and continuing to get worse and worse and worse. And, I mean, what's going on with that? What on earth is going on with this country? It's just getting crazy. I don't know. Let's shift gears. Let's go to the UK. Coming out of the mirror.co.uk. McDonald's customer uncovers menu glitch which lets you order a nothing burger, but it still costs you money. All right. So over there, you're at the system to where you are punching in. It's a touchscreen system, and you get to design, and so you make your own order. Instead of going up and having someone place the order for you, you get to touch the screen and create your own system for it. Saves people money, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. It's like those little kiosks that you go to those sit-down restaurants, and they've got those little pay terminal kiosks. I can't stand those things. There's no customer service there. I mean, I'm sorry. Why am I tipping the server if they're not even going to come back over? I mean, you have a hard enough time having a server come back after you've paid if you're going to sit there and talk for a little bit to refill your drink because they know the tip and everything's not going to change. But now they're not even coming over to get you to pay the bill. I mean, I don't know. The lack of customer service is just starting. It's going downhill worse than it ever has. It was already bad, and it's getting worse, and it just is annoying. These are sad times, Jim. Yes, they are. Anyway, a little customization never went astray, but one British teenager took it to the next level when ordering a humble cheeseburger from McDonald's this week. When using the self-service machine, Twitter user at Arikuyo, I'm not sure, Arikuyo, thought she'd test out its elimination threshold. And it turns out you can remove everything from the burger, one ingredient at a time, until nothing is left. But a system glitch means your order will still go through the tills, and you will still be charged 99, it says 99 pounds, but 0.99 pounds, 0.99 pounds for your empty bag. And they show a picture of the screen, and sure enough, it's one cheeseburger, 0.99 pounds, no onion, no ketchup, no mustard, no pickles, no cheese, no regular bun, and no beef patty. So yeah, she went through this and actually charged her. 17-year-old customer Ari from East Anglia ditched onion, mustard, ketchup, blah, 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 and not a grain of sesame seed remained. And after posting her snaps online, complete with the caption, "I just spent 99 pounds for nothing at McDonald's," of course, the internet has been losing in response, and rightly so. At the time of writing her post, her post had clocked up over 56,000 retweets and 132,551 likes, including a comment from a user claiming to be a McDonald's employee, confirming such an order would indeed be sent to the kitchen. Brilliant. This is genius. It should become a mandatory page in the university syllabus for anyone studying software design. Oh my gosh, did they at least give you a box to put it all in? That's a great question. As someone working at Mickey D's, I just want to verify that this order indeed would have made it to the kitchen and been seen by everyone. So, it's a McNothing? Total budget for internet fame, £99. Ooh, I like that. Super Pepsi Man. Dude, that's awesome. At Durfman 13. That's great. That's a good one. Oh, so yeah. Internet fame for 99 cents, basically. Yeah, I could do that. I can see that. That's a good one. That's good. I like it. Oh. Jim says, well, that is the future. The meals keep getting smaller and the price doesn't change. The price doesn't get smaller. You know, that's very true. But yeah, I mean, prices go up and the meals get smaller. Hold on. Antony is sending me crap on Facebook Messenger. I'm going to comment, why are you not watching the show? ... or question mark. How about question mark? ... Jim says hi. Jim, you better say hi before he gets on here. We'll see what that does. Let's see. My stuff has been going like crazy over here, so it's good. No text, though. I haven't had any neighbors or anything texting me about the show yet, so, you know, it's all good. It's all good. But you know what? It is time for... Yeah, we're here for the movie. Can we have 2 small drinks and a medium popcorn, please?
Sure, that'll be $87.95.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, you still get the same small popcorn, but it's $87. Can I get that popcorn free? Oh, that's right. It's his wife's birthday. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday. I said happy birthday on Facebook. That counts, right? Hey, all right, I'm not totally dumb. Jim still said hi, though. All right. Well, this week on the movie review. Oh, and this is interesting. I haven't looked. So Jim, because you're the only one chatting right now. I'm seeing that there are other people watching, but you are the only one chatting at this point in time. Alicia says thank you. You're welcome. All right. So I'm showing other people watching. Jim, you're the only one chatting. You guys comment in what movie on Netflix that you guys want us to review next week. This week, so yeah, you got a moment here. Go ahead and type in there what movie you want to watch and have us review next week on the show. We should have Antony back in again. Oh, Amber's on there. What's up, Amber? So, yeah. Anyway, this week's movie is Ip Man 2, or Ip Man, I should say. Ip Man 2, which is a great movie. It is obviously number 2 of the Ip Man series. There was 1, 2, and 3 with Donnie Yen. Then we had number 4, The Final Battle. I'm not sure who that actor was that was in that one. Gabby did not like that one nearly as well. But they are, supposedly, I've seen multiple reports stating it, that they're making another Ip Man with Donnie Yen. So super excited about that. So Ip Man 2, British are in, and Ip Man has fled his hometown and is now in a new town, and Hong Kong, if I'm not mistaken. And no, that doesn't seem right. Anyway, he's in a new area, and he starts up a dojo to train, and has problems with the martial arts union of the day, and so he has to fight to get him to get the ability to have his gym, and wins the fight, and I mean there's a lot of stuff that happens. Anyway, there's a British boxer who's like the boxing champion is in town and is supposed to be doing a show and doing some boxing matches, and causes a stir and ends up killing one of the other kung fu masters in the ring, and it destroys it, man. He's heartbroken over it and angry. I mean, just downright pissed. This guy is just pissed. And so he goes through, they do a press conference. They're trying to wipe it under the rug. And this boxing guy is just being a total jerk and making fun of the Chinese and making fun of Kung Fu and making fun of everyone else and blah, 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 blah. And Ip Man walks in and just says, hey, this is what's going on with the incense. This is why we do this. It's showing the respect and the humility, and it's not just for timekeeping. And I challenge you to a fight. And kicks the living crap out of the guy. We're talking like Rocky IV style, kicks the crap out of him. I mean, and it's a back and forth like Rocky IV. I mean, I'm sorry, you like Rocky. This is Ip Man 2 is Rocky IV, but in Cantonese. So, which Rocky IV is, I'm not going to say it's one of my favorite movies, but I like it. It's my favorite Rocky movie. And it's good. It's good. It's all good. Jim says, read? Jim, that's like a reed that goes into a woodwind. Anyway, I read like I spell. It's hard to watch them. Oh, well, yeah, I could get that. But I have watched it. Is that how Amber says bye? Sorry, I'm here. This is actually kind of entertaining just watching the chat room. I could just sit here and watch the chat room. It's great. So yeah, you two, pick a movie. What movie would you guys like to watch and review? So Ip Man 2, it is great. It is. It is the Rocky IV of the Ip Man series. I mean, there's always that kind of a moment in these. But Donnie Yen, I love him. He's very realistic with his fighting. He's very calm in most of it. He does show the anger in a couple spots. In this one, he does again. But, I mean, he shows the embodiment of, the Chinese spirit and with Kung Fu. And he does a great job with it. It's a great film. It really is. And, yes, I actually prefer the subtitles. I'm dyslexic. And, I mean, legitimately so. So much legitimately so, I was in a elders meeting at the church that I'm working at right now, and they're like, we wanted you to come in because we wanted to talk to you, but we're doing a devotional real fast, so you're going to get to participate in this. Ha 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 ha. And they hand me a piece of paper, and they're like, here, read this part. Out loud? Yeah, out loud. Really wish I'd had an opportunity to pre-read this. What's the problem? You do audiobooks. Yeah, I'm dyslexic. That's the joke. That's the joke there. I do audiobooks and I'm dyslexic. No. So, I'm dyslexic and I enjoy them. I'm able to read through them. I have found that movies with subtitles, if it's an engaging movie that's well done with subtitles, you actually get to the point where you don't even realize that you're looking down at the subtitles to read it. It's such a part of it that you're engrossed in the film and it's just part of the experience and you don't realize that you're looking down at the bottom of the screen reading the thing. And it's really clean. It's really, really clean and really good. It's a family comedy, Jim says. Okay, Red Dog. I have not looked this up. So let me, you know what? I've got Netflix on here. Let me pull that up. I want to look. Jim is saying Red Dog, True Blue. It's a 2016 Australian family comedy. I want to make sure he's not putting on like some gay porn thing or something that I just need to not really say. Thanks, Jim. Jim says he liked it, which doesn't help. That could easily still be the porn, I'm sure. Red Dog. Dogs. Jim, I'm not seeing it on Netflix. Are you sure it's currently on Netflix? The Champion. Let me see. Red Dog. Could not load search results for that. I'm seeing The Champion, Where the Road Runs Out, The Magic Belle Isle, Rodeo something, Rodeo Juliet, Holes, A Dog's Life. I am not seeing. I'm saying it was, yeah, but it's a lot of that has changed. When was it? So it's not on there. So yeah, that one's not on there. So maybe think of another one here, and we'll take a look at that, and we'll play that by ear. Before the end of the show, we will announce, or I will announce, what movie we're going to be doing for the next one. But you know what? Let's keep going. You pick a movie. Maybe look on Netflix and see if it's still on there, because I couldn't find that. But A Dog's Life was good. Really? I mean, are these like cheesy movies? Are you trying to like get me to watch a cheesy movie? A Dog's. Is that the one I'm thinking it is, where the dog like has multiple lives? A Dog's Life. For anyone who's ever wondered what the world looks like to their pet, this documentary, explores how dogs perceive, understand, and experience reality. It's only got like 2 3/4 stars, though. Really? I mean, is that really Is that really what you want to watch? Is that really what you want to do? Or do you want to go through there real fast and see if there's a new movie on there that you want to watch? I wouldn't mind. Yes, very cheesy for a cheesy kind of guy. What are you saying? What are you saying? We could just do the entire series of Stargate Atlantis, or the entire series of Star Trek Voyager. I don't know. Jeez, talk. Oh, that's right. The Marvel Defenders is out now. That's right. Yeah. Then Amber saying no. Jim saying I don't have Netflix. Well, what? Well, all right. You're killing me, Smalls. Amber, clearly you're the only one with Netflix, so pick something. Pick something, but The Defender. What? No, that's not. No. It wasn't The Defender. It was Marvel's The Defenders. It's a series. It's a series. It's not a movie. It's let's see here. It's Daredevil, and let's see here. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Iron Fist join forces to take on common enemies as a sinister conspiracy threatens New York City. But it's a series. I mean, I'm intrigued, and I might watch it anyway, but it's a series, it's not a movie. Yeah, I watched it. Okay. So anyway, Jay, you're the one with Netflix, so excuse me, Jay. Amber, you're the one with Netflix. Go ahead and pick a show there. I have a feeling I'm going to pay for that. All right. Anyway. And I'm sure I'm going to hear about it. Yeah, all right. Anyway, so we're going to move on. We're going to do some more news stories. Child abduction, poltergeist, sightings, crop failure. All right. And haunted building sites blamed on sinister work of Farries, because Farries are here on this road. At a glance, the N22 road between Killarney and Cork looks pretty ordinary, but one small stretch of this route has become a recurring headache for the local council. More than once in recent years, the road has suffered a dip at one spot on the outskirts of Killarney near Glenfesk, and despite a bill of around £40,000 and much engineering brainpower, the problem was still vexing experts at the start of August of 2017. So when Kerry politician Danny Hill-Ray stood up to offer his answer, everyone was all ears. Farries. Amber, I am sorry. Wow. I'm sorry. I was looking at my tablet and there was a letter J on what I was looking at. It just came out. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I'm really going to pay for this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks, Jim. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, so you know what? I guess now's the opportunity for me to just come out and say this on the show. I wasn't going to say this right now, but I'm going to say this on the show. So people know, I've talked about on the show, that Jay and I broke up. Yes, that happened. However, what I have not said is that I have started seeing this lady, Amber, who is on here watching. And so, yes, I am going to get to pay for this. And I am sorry. You know what the problem with doing live broadcasting is? That right there. Oh, open mouth, insert foot. Get beat up later. Awesome. Yeah, that's how that's going to work. All right. Anyway. Yes, he is. Thank you, Jim, for trying to help me out. Amber says, Jim's such a good friend trying to help you out. Yes. Thank you, Jim. I am so going to pay for this. I am so going to pay for this. Oh, man. Anyway, so he claims Farries. I'm just moving on. Farries. Although some may have thought the guy had reached the solution after a few pints of Guinness, he was in fact referring to the age-old reverence for peculiar fairy-haunted parts of the Irish landscape. For all the derision? I don't know. For all of the blah, 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 which responses were provoked, his views, would have made good sense in Celtic fairy territory around 100 years ago. The real fairies are a very far cry from the prettified version seen in the Disney's Tinkerbell or Cinderella Godmother, and they were dangerous. In fact, yes, if you read up on their lore on this sort of thing, fairies were very mischievous. They were, the Lokis, and dangerous. I mean, they can kill people. They caused all sorts of problems. Excuse me. Ouch. I'm really getting... Don't log on live right now, people, and don't read the chat room. Oh, geez. At very worst, they could kill you. See, it's even here. Yeah, they could kill you. Killer fairies caused 4 deaths. Ran the headlines of several British dailies in November 2006. The deaths were not recent. A list of causes of death from the parish records of... I should have picked something that I could read the names of. Lampla in Cumbria stated that 4 people had been frightened to death by fairies in the period of 1656 to 1663. Bizarrely enough, the claim may well have been true. Many other British people really were frightened to death by their beliefs in witches or ghosts right down to the late Victorian age. A bit less drastically, fairies were the first point of blame for just about anything bad in your household or village, from sickness through crop failure. In early 20th century, one old man stated that fairies had caused the devastating Irish famine of 1846 and 47. Most of all, fairies liked to steal children. When they did, they would leave a fairy challenging in its place. There you go. I mean, there's more in this, but essentially, there's a lot more written on this. There's seriously is a lot in this article about fairies, but they are bringing back the potential of fairies and supernatural causes for what's going on there. So yeah, I don't know. Take it, leave it. It's a lot of lore, and it's fun to look into some of that stuff. So, go for it. Anywho, one last article here. Trumpectasy. Redefining drug bust, German police seize 5,000 pills in shape of Trump's head. German police stopped a vehicle Saturday night, only to find the father and son inside, allegedly hauling a heap of ecstasy pills. The roughly 5,000 pills packed in a handful of bags had a street value of nearly $46,000, according to authorities. Okay. If it wasn't illegal, I'd say I was in the wrong industry. A big catch, to be sure, but that's not the weird part. When they looked closer, they saw a familiar face staring back at them. And it is. It's really it looks like a Flintstones vitamin, but Donald Trump's head. With mouth wide open, impressive eyebrows holding back a swept tuft of mane, each of the thousands of orange pills bore the likeness of President Trump. The police also confiscated a large sum of cash but did not specify how much. The 51-year-old father and his 17-year-old son were taken into custody Saturday and brought before a judge on Sunday. But naturally, German authorities were sure to photograph and announce their unusual find along the way. As long as we're at it, we probably also better note, this wasn't the only odd catch in the wide, weird world of drug smuggling lately. A man was charged Tuesday with attempting to hide 5.7 million amphetamine pills in sheep intestines to smuggle them into the United Arab Emirates, according to the Associated Press, which cited local state-owned media. The intestines apparently were tucked into drums to disguise them as they entered a massive port in Dubai, only to be ferreted out by customs authorities. Sadly, though, wow, ferreted. That's interesting. It's not. Excuse me. You don't see that written very often like that. I like that. Whoever wrote this, good job. Sadly, though, there's still no word yet on that giant trove of chocolate and Nutella that went missing in Germany a week and a half ago. That saddens me. They haven't found the Nutella. Anyway, Amber, since you're still going off on this, I apologize again. Yeah. Yeah, it is better than what some hide in sheep. Thank you, Jim, for changing that topic. But what would we like to? What would we watch here? What should we review on Netflix? I'm going to pull Netflix back up here. Let's see. I might be on the proverbial couch for a while, so let's see what would be good. Oh, yeah, it's been that kind of a week. It really has. Let's see. The Office, no. We need a movie. A lot of these are shows, which becomes difficult. The Warrior's Gate. Well, that would be fun, but I don't. No. We need something a little different. We've done a lot of that sort of thing. Let's see what we've got. Oh, you know what? There's an old one. That would be fun. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Since nobody's commenting, unless somebody comments here in the next, I'm going to give somebody 15 seconds here to make sure we get through the loop on the thing there. So you got 10 seconds here to tell me what you want to watch or tell me to wait for a minute before I announce what I want to watch and what I'm saying we're going to watch. All right, we'll say it. Give it a little extra time here. We'll just say in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and too late. All right. So, it's next week. Let's do The Waterboy with Adam Sandler. It's been forever since I've seen that. Let's just go for it. So next week we're going to watch The Waterboy. Adam Sandler. I'd like to say at his finest, but it's not Billy Madison. I don't know. Billy Madison's pretty hard to beat. Anywho, all right, so that's basically the show. I want to thank everybody for watching and listening and commenting in. That makes the show really good, and it makes it really entertaining. And you get to live, you get to see Drew, make a donkey of himself and stress out about potentially really paying the price for it later. So, it's all good. All right, well, yay. Oh, geez. All right, well, hey, thank you guys so much. That is the show for this week. Again, we don't have a Storybook Corner. If you are a musician and you'd like to submit your song for playback and review here on the show, or if you have a grade schooler in your house and you would like them to write a story for us to read in funny voices and fun things like that, have them, excuse me, man, it's the smoke in the air, it's tickling my throat, killing me here. Send us a story or send us the link to your single, your music single, to ClasslessChat@gmail.com. We check that multiple times a day, and we'll be glad to listen to it, read it, and get back to you on that. And we do let you know if that is going to be on the show. So Jim says good luck. Thank you, Jim. I'm going to need it. We'll let you know if that's going to be on the show and what week that's on the show so that you can share it with your friends and let everybody know and have a lot of fun with that. So it's great. We love it. Want to say thank you to our Patreon supporters. You are the people who make it possible for us to do this show. I want to say thank you to all of our listeners. Thank you guys so much. You guys really are why we do the show. We do it for you guys. It's a good time. We enjoy doing the show. But really, if it was just us wanting to have a good time, we would just sit down and talk. We do it all the time anyway. Clearly, we're talkers. That's what we do. But we do it this way so we can help entertain other people and bring some joy to their hearts and to their lives throughout the week, which this week I think is my demise. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. Well, thank you guys so very much. It's been an interesting show with a lot of technical difficulties, but thanks. It's good. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening to Classless Chat with your hosts, Drew and Pat. Be sure to listen again next time. You never know what these two are gonna say.